You are listening to the Built to Grow podcast, delivering the knowledge in all things fitness business. We help gym owners win. Here are your hosts, Tim Lyons and Randy Engston.
All right, welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I am your host, Tim Lyons, and in studio today, the captain of capitalism, Randy Engston. How you doing today, buddy?
Wealthy,
no. Healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Ooh, I like it.
Healthy, wealthy, wise. All right, some updates. The Fit Pro Growth Summit here, October 18th and 19th, completely sold out. An actual waiting list is starting to develop. I've gotten about 3 people. Hey, buddy, let me know if people cancel. And, you know, that's awesome and everything, but really comes down, hey, you snooze, you lose.
It does.
You know, hey, I sat on this, man. I really wanted to come, but, let me know.
It's not the Fit Pro Think About It Summit.
Yeah, growth. And you know what? Just that goes with everything. Taking action really comes down to taking action. This one had real urgency. Like when it comes to marketing, sometimes you have fake urgency and scarcity, or this would be scarcity. The room could only fit 40-something people, and that was it, right? So thoughts about doing one maybe in first quarter in Nashville. There's a lot of people that are wanting to do that. So let's just get this one out of the way, and let's see how this one goes. I'm excited about it. Some great speakers. So we'll give you guys an update after the summit comes up. And we'll probably have some guests from the summit actually come on the show, because there's a couple guys I want to have on the show from that summit that are speaking. So that being said, I've committed on our Facebook group today. I committed to 4 workshops a year, once a quarter. We're going to do workshops, and our workshops that we do, sometimes most of the time they're virtual, right? We're doing a workshop like our Ultimate Funnel workshop or Rewards workshop and stuff like that. It's a deep dive on click this button, move this here, do this. I mean, obviously it's the global, like, why we're doing it first, but I'm actually walking through exactly how we do it. And so I put 4 topics up today, and overwhelmingly people want to learn about automation. So that's probably what we're going to do fourth quarter before the end of the year. So stay tuned on that. We'll let you know how to sign up for that as we get closer.
That stuff's fun. There's always massive changes that happen for the people that attend those. Yeah, and we've seen simple things from I can't get over Jason's results this year from one strategy added to the plate, added 6 figures to the business this year. That's huge. Yeah,
we're really big on automation. It's actually something I enjoy, right? So this week of right after the Fit Pro Growth Summit, I'm actually traveling. You know this. I'm traveling to 4 different states to do custom life cycle automation installs for 4 different gym owners. A lot of fun. It's
a blast, and sitting in this last one was a lot of fun, and it's cool to watch it come together. Because it, like you said, the one reason that you like doing it in person is the fact that it's proprietary to the things that they're doing already. The traffic sources that they're using, the memberships. It's as custom as it gets. Yes. So I really like that process, and I think that's absolutely one of the biggest benefits. Something that we can bring to the table. Yeah,
and doing it in person, we can customize it to the facility. So. If you're interested in that, I don't know how much travel. I mean, 4 states plus speaking at the Club Industry show in Chicago, then going to Pennsylvania for SDS. There's just a lot. There's a lot. I don't know how many more I'll be able to do this. Probably I can do some in December, maybe early. If you're interested in that, get on a call, pfmarketingsolutions.com/call. Let's talk about automation, creating automation around the life cycle of your client in the gym. And this isn't just marketing. This is from the lead source through the conversion, through the life cycle of the person, the member in your gym. Yeah. What happens when they cancel? What happens at 6 months? And it keeps going on.
Yeah, your newsletters, a lot of touch points. We can automate a lot of those things into a system. And the benefit there obviously is that work's coming right off somebody's plate. Do it once. Exactly. You're investing in getting that time back long term, which is a beautiful thing.
So that's automation, but that's not what the topic is about today. So today we want to talk about does your marketing reflect your business? And this is, let's call a spade here. This is what people are buying as far as what people are selling you as the gym owner. And I'm talking about marketing companies are coming to the tables trying to sell you a one-size-fits-all templated style campaign that just isn't you as a gym. Had a call, won't say names, but this was our third call together. Talked to a gym owner. She showed me what she was doing 2 months ago, and this was a campaign, it was a landing page funnel that she had bought or purchased from a marketing agency. This is not the first time I've seen this particular funnel. I've actually seen it like 4 or 5 times prior to that. Apparently there's this company and they're doing this funnel, and they're basically running it for gyms, which isn't unique. It's just what the landing page was showing was naked women, half naked women, doing planks and like sports bras and all that stuff. And I thought about the client, the end user, of all the people that I saw using this funnel, and that's not the client.
It's not the demographic
that's not the demographic that's in their gym. And I told her, look, this is going to scare people away, or it's going to attract the wrong people. Unless you're like a bikini competitor coach or something, then this isn't the funnel for you. And it's just it's very interesting. I don't know, maybe it gets leads, maybe it does. I don't know. That's the topic today. So what you're pushing out there is should be a reflection of what you're serving. You're trying to attract. There
you go. The service, the solution to the problem, I think, is what people too often get away from. We're so desperate. It's almost like a scarcity mentality, right? We need every lead that can come through the door, that we're willing to do and sacrifice our look, our feel, the things that we're known for, the things that make us unique, all of it just to attract a new lead. We saw that, and we discussed that stuff with the challenge,
6-week challenge,
the 6-week challenge and stuff. It's a fine line between being able to present a message, to attract somebody or to get somebody's attention,
right,
while still staying on point in providing the solution to the client's problem. Ultimately, that's what we are. We're not just a sales. It's not just the sale that's the important part. It's the service that comes behind it.
Yeah.
And, constantly I've been talking about the advertising versus marketing.
Yes.
Advertising is very slap in the face, that stuff right there, right?
Yeah.
You appeal to just the stuff right there and immediately.
And you're attracting the wrong person, number one.
Yeah.
This isn't going to, fast forward 3 years from now, and you're going to look back and say probably fast forward
6 months.
6 months from now, and you're probably going to look back and say, damn, that was a really bad idea.
Yeah.
Several. Okay, just so you guys know, when you work with us, there's an intake form where you get an email and stuff that comes in, and we see this. Hey, I've followed you guys for a long time. I've chosen the wrong company 3 times. It's time I work with you.
Literally had that call today. The same exact, almost verbatim sentence.
Okay? So maybe we're not the best salespeople to try to hook gym owners into our world. Maybe that's something we're not good at.
We're not focused on the sale. We're focused on the service.
Yeah, I feel like we're doing stuff the right way. We stand the test of time. I would tell you, of all these marketers that are coming out, they're probably using or copying some of the stuff we did 3 years ago, and we're not going anywhere. This is what we do, and our mission is to help gym owners win, and we keep that front of mind. Everything makes sense. So just like you at your gym, what is your mission? Is it to change lives? Is it to be the best part of your client's day every day? That's another one. If you focus on that and having your core values, then you won't be running like hook offer gimmicky stuff.
Yeah.
So what can people do? What would you say, Randy? And I'll jump in after.
Sure.
What would you say people should do is like, okay, I've got to create a landing page that's going to attract the right people into my business. What should they do?
Well, one, walk to your training floor and look at what it looks like.
Yeah.
Take a look at the actual clients that are training with you. And then at least start there, right? Your image is, we're big proponents for being as authentic and transparent as possible. So if you have the ability to capture photos and videos and client testimonials and all of this from the people that are actually in your facility, that's probably step one.
Yep. Okay, step one. So use your clients in your images.
Absolutely.
Assuming you have permission. One little pro tip for you is get that in your contracts. Okay, put it in the terms and conditions. We can use your likeness for marketing purposes, stuff like that.
And to speak to that, when we used to do a lot of the done for you marketing, and we required our clients to provide us with imagery.
Yes.
We both know that there was a ton of kickback. Oh, my clients aren't the type that will take a photo and let me use it.
Right. I've heard that.
Well, yeah, and then we debunked that real easily.
Right,
We literally walked to Tim's training floor, asked
live,
literally on a video, the first client that we came to, and asked permission, and they said yes. Now, you got a pretty affluent, pretty prestigious clientele here.
Sure.
What's the difference between them and anybody else? That is a self-limiting belief that you as a gym owner are probably just feeding yourself. So you got to get uncomfortable, ask the questions, but build it into your intake form, build it into your process, so that you know that you have those rights.
Yeah, and of course, if one of our clients comes to us and say, "Hey, can you take that down?"
Without a doubt,
I'm not going to say, "Hey, you signed this thing that said we could use it." No, I'm going to just take it down, guys. Don't act stupid, right? Let's just.
But don't crush the whole idea before even attempting it. That's the biggest part.
So social proof plays deep into your marketing, right? So you should have client testimonials mixed in. You should have client photos mixed in. Use the client photos for your ads. That's what we do. We haven't used a stock image in 5 years, in any of our stuff. So we just and hire a photographer, right? So that's another thing. Get good, clean, quality images from a professional photographer with a nice camera, better than your iPhone. You'll see it pays dividends in the return on investment when you get better leads, right?
Yeah, it's all about return on investment.
So what you say in the funnel or in your marketing campaigns or in your emails is going to play a lot into this. So another campaign that I saw not too long ago was slap full of slang in the it was in the copy, like, we're gonna do this with a GONNA. I mean, and it was just
make those bones.
Make the bones, 49 bones a week. Like, no, is that really?
Is that the
in gyms that we're using this copy paste? I get it. You try stuff, but really be careful about what you're putting out into the marketplace, because that's going to change perception. Just like, go back to episode 50, we go deep into this. Episode 50s are, the Rise and Fall of 6-Week Challenge. We talk about the perception in the marketplace and what that does. It has a long-term, it's almost, I don't know, like Rick said on the podcast, like, you can eat crap for like a week and then you don't see it for like a month or whatever, and you're like, oh, I can just eat crap forever. And then all of a sudden it hits you, like, you get all this body fat. It's the same thing with your gym. You could throw this stuff out there and like, oh, nothing bad happened. And then this wave comes in. It's like a tidal wave of just bad crap happens over time. And it happens in your marketing too. So be careful, I would say. Be authentic.
Authentic is huge.
Write the copy yourself, guys. I mean, there's some formulas out there. I mean, there's the problem, agitate, solution script. We go through this. There's 3 scripts in our Ultimate Funnel Workshop. I give you the templates and how to write copy for ads. If you really don't want to write your own ads, I haven't used it, but there's Funnel Scripts actually writes Facebook ad copy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how good it is. Go test it out. I mean, I think it's like a couple $100, but it's like a wizard. You just type in some words and it pops out some, obviously you'd probably have to edit it, but there's tools out there, but don't copy and paste.
Yeah, I mean,
from a marketing company.
Or your competition. We've seen that as well. Somebody will open up their competitors' Facebook ads and literally copy. I mean, wash, rinse, repeat. You can't copy exactly what's being said on the gym down the street and expect that to work for you just because it might be working for them at the time. Yeah,
we try to write all of our own stuff. And guys, the stuff that I write personally, where sometimes you get in the zone and you start typing and just everything's flowing. Sometimes I'll get into these like creative moments and I'll write a whole email out or a sales page out or a Facebook ad campaign copy, like the Facebook copy. And when they do that, they work the best.
Absolutely.
The best, right?
The flow state.
We had an ad campaign that we ran for Profit for probably 18 straight months. And it was just me writing. It was just I wrote it. Obviously, people copied that too. But it worked for 18 months. We didn't touch this ad set was just on for 18 months. I wish it was still great. But
Sure.
Everything runs the test of time. But so that that's really what I want to talk. Drive home is look at the perception that you're pushing out into the marketplace. What would your mom think if she looked at that, or show that to a friend that has nothing to do with fitness, and what would they think?
Mm-hmm.
Half naked women is not a good look for the 45-year-old female that is 30 pounds overweight, had 2 kids, and she just that's a turnoff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a turnoff. Gym owners and guys and trainer girls and guys would be like, well, that should be a motivation for them to get in shape. No. I mean,
it may be.
It should, but it's not. They're very scared to come into your gym. They're nervous. Like
Meet your clientele where they're at.
They're nervous to come in. You're going to slap this in the face, and they're going to automatically think, this is the type of person I'm going to be working out next to. I'm going to feel like crap. Like, I'm not going there.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a bunch of hot people there. I don't want to go there. I'm not hot. Like that. So think about that. And stop, guys, please stop just doing what the companies tell you to, like the marketing agencies. Like, I don't know. Not it's because it's our competition. Don't get me wrong. It's just not you. It's not your gym. It's going to hurt you in the long run. Get involved, man. I mean, if you're working with a company right now that's slapping that stuff up, ask if you can adjust some images. We did all the time when we were running funnels. Mm-hmm. We had some images that, it worked for a couple gyms and some it didn't. We would change stuff. We would all the time.
At the end of the day, right, like we're all in business and each of these gym owners own a facility providing a solution to a problem. Ideally, right, we'd all love if our avatar clients were walking through the door because they wanted the solution to the problem that they have. We were that solution, right? That's the ideal situation. It'd be great. We wouldn't need the advertising. We wouldn't need to compete. But we do. Competition is everywhere. The one thing that we're constantly pushing that really differentiates between the ads that everybody's throwing out there is the marketing, is the content. Speak to the audience that you are trying to attract, the people that you are actually paying your bills, paying your memberships. That's the message that you need to be bringing to the marketplace, because that's the people that you want to be attracting. That's really what it comes down to. We talk about the long-term, life of a client, your client lifetime values. Right. If we know that the clients that are staying with us the longest are the ones spending the most money, but then we're doing any sort of desperate whatever we can to get anybody through the door, we have to have that harsh look at, what are we doing?
Right.
Is this the solution to a long-term problem? And I think that we're living in a time where fitness marketing is very much slap everyone in the face, present an offer, and expect that to hold up, for years.
Using half-naked chicks.
Yeah, I mean, the guys with the abs and not that there isn't that niche, there are those gyms, absolutely, and that's fine, but they've put their flag in the ground, and
I would tell you, of all of our clients, all of them, ever, since day one, 2 would fit that. 2.
Oh,
maybe,
yeah.
if not 1.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe somebody like Aaron Nimmo or somebody like that would be a good fit for that. He's Mr. Oklahoma or whatever. He comes from that world, and that's who he's attracting.
Sure.
But who else?
And, we've talked with a couple independent trainers and things like that do more the competitive side. But 99% of them, guys, you're the bread and butter people paying the bills of the business are not the people on the advertisements or on the magazine covers and things like that.
So go walk your floor.
Yeah.
Go walk your floor. Meet your clients. See if they can, if you use their images, get a professional photographer, get some testimonial videos. Those are most powerful. Get them on your website too. Don't just run ads to a funnel. Get them on your website. If you don't have a website, get a website. People, there's some stats, and I actually have these stats in my presentation for the Club Industry show in Chicago. But 65, something like, and I got to remember the stats. I went and looked all this stuff up, did some research. But 65% of customers will not do business with a company that doesn't have a website.
Shocking.
It is and it isn't. Like, if you just see a Facebook page and obviously you're thinking about doing business with somebody and you go to their Facebook page and you start clicking around, I'm always looking for the website. You go to the website, you can find out more. First, are they a real business? And then you find out a lot more on a website. But if it's if you don't have a website, you can technically make a funnel into a website.
Sure.
If you really didn't want to pay for a website. If you do want to get a website built, let us know. We've got some great resources for you. Some guys that we refer everybody to.
Yeah.
And I would tell you that when we redid our website, we got amazing leads immediately from having the website years ago, whatever, from these guys. So let us know. We'll get you the contact info, the website, the webmaster that we use. But yeah, that's the take home today. Take a hard look. It's like, so if you're driving in your car today, and I don't know if this is a Tuesday or Thursday podcast. I didn't think about it before. I think it's a Thursday. To spend the weekend and just look at all your ads, look at your website, look at your images, look at your copy, look at your emails, and read it from the perspective of who you're trying to attract, and see if that's going to resonate with you.
Yes.
Boom. Okay, guys, that's it for this podcast. Got some homework for you. Do that. Until next time, keep changing lives. Bye.